This is where you say something nice back.
Oh, really?
Come on.
No.
Hi, I'm Exodor, and I am Grunk. Let's answer some questions. See? Right?
Are you planning on adding more augments or perks to the game?
Yeah, augments are a pretty significant part of our plan on the road to DB 1.0. We're actually splitting up the augments on top of creating new ones, splitting them up per merc so that we can fine-tune them and make them a bit more interesting across the board.
Any plans to make the new maps have any long open sightlines?
When we're starting new map lockouts, we take a look at the established metrics from the existing maps and try to transpose them where it's worked well onto the new ones. So for example, we'll look at some of the more popular things in Chapel and try to construct sightlines around that sort of length. So we wouldn't make it a whole lot longer or a whole lot more open, because that's how the mechanics of the game have evolved.
On top of that, another point of view is the overall performance metrics related to the maps. Obviously, if you have longer distances in a map, it means you have to draw a lot more, which means a lot more draw calls on your card, and that will impact ultimately performance. And from what we've heard through the grapevine, you guys like performance, so it's something we have to take in consideration as well.
Is there a reason you guys have chosen to balance weapons by adding spread and recoil, rather than just nerfing damage on really strong guns?
It rarely works to affect just one parameter on a weapon. When we're tuning our weapons, each weapon has 100, 150 variables you're going to tune, and we try to condense what has actually changed with them. To limit yourself to one really doesn't work, so we try different things at different times. Sometimes, I'll absolutely admit we get it wrong, but it's an evolving process.
Will there be more focus on trinkets in the future?
Ultimately, that's up to you guys, really. So we've been watching the metrics on the Merc decks and how the trinket functionality is being used across the board, and also which trinkets are being most frequently equipped and so forth. And ultimately, if you'd like to see more trinket-based content, or would like to see changes around trinkets, or even just want to share with us how you use the Merc decks in regards to trinkets, we would love to know. Just let us know, and we may be able to work some things into our production plan.
Will you ever consider adding a new merc that will be free for everybody?
For our 1.0 release, we were intending to make an engineer available for free, and that will be Bushwhacker.
I thought they wanted proxy.
No proxy.
One of the cool things about putting an objective specialist in everybody's merc pool permanently is that we'll be able to stop having them in the rotation every week, which of course we've had to do to make sure that things were balanced out.
Also, if you're one of the proud owners of Bushwhacker, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you, and just kind of stay tuned.
Is there any thought into possibly doing a slight rework on Guardian?
Yeah, whenever we put out a new merc, or really any big piece of content, we let it settle a bit and take a look at what we want to do in terms of any bugs that have come up, or how it's played out when we put it live, because as history has shown us, sometimes we have surprises. Javelin has gotten a lot of attention because she was very game-changing and polarizing in opinion, but Guardian hasn't been exempt from this, and we're actually working through some improvements for her now.
Will there be any performance and optimization improvements in future updates?
Actually, yes, there will be. We're already working on a DirectX 11 upgrade and upgrading our client to a 64-bit client. On top of that, there's numerous other optimizations and overall improvements that we want to do before we hit our 1.0 release. Stay tuned.
Who is that guy on the cup?
Oh, that's actually Kate. If you check out some of our other videos, you'll definitely see him talk about game designy things and stuff. Yeah, Kate's pretty awesome. Anyways, with that, thank you very much for your questions. Hopefully we got you guys some good answers this week. Take care.
Leave any further ones in the comments. Bye-bye. It's a direct quote.